Well, we're definitely ready for our second season in the Premier League. We've got 3 young kids who are tipped to be Young Player of the Season. We've moved off some of the old guard and we've brought in some very, very exciting players. So we'll go through them and then we'll face Newcastle in the Community Shield. Time for another trophy, I think. Hey guys, welcome back. This is episode 46 of Oldham to Ohm, and yes, this is our second season in the Premier League. And if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, you can help me get to 400. That is the aim. That is the task. That is your mission. Please accept it. Subscribe. Smash like. And let me know, how do you think we're going to go this season? Hopefully better than last season and not leave it all to the last few games. So yes, we are back. It is the day of the Community Shield against Newcastle, who won the league, obviously, as well. And yeah, we've got a fair bit to go through. I think the first thing we should go through at the moment is, you might notice here, our stadium info. We're actually expanding our stadium, and so at the moment we're renting out the Etihad. So we might even sell it out for the first time. But no, yeah, joke there. Yeah, so we are ground sharing with Manchester City, 53,000. So I'm not sure how it works if we get all of our ticket receipts and stuff, but that's definitely a lot more than the 13,000 we had at Boundary Park. So media prediction is 20th. Obviously. Let's go and have a look. We don't need to look at the dev centre. Finances wise, we've got just under 10 million in the bank, I should say. We're under our wage budget by a little bit, and I've spent all of that 53 million on players. So, haha. Club vision, I believe the board is just expecting us to be competitive in the Europa League, avoid a relegation, and be competitive in all the cups, which is good. Supporters are probably like unhappy or something. I don't know. Disappointed. Oh God, that's a bug. That is such a bug there. It's the transfers. That's why we all come here. That's why we're all excited about these first season videos. It is the transfers. So let's go and check out some of these players that I have brought in, and I've brought in a fair few. Now, I was going to be all tricky in how I did it before, but I'm not really sure there's any point at the moment. They're all like, new gens. So we spent 67 million, but only let out 1.5 million, which is amazing. The main player's out, Carlos Rojas. He was never going to cut it. He's gone 350k. A lot of players out on loan, like JB. Noel John's gone out on loan. Sam Murray, we've sold him. He's gone to Italy, Serie A for 250k. Sosa can't get a work permit, so he's out on loan. Magnus has been sold. He's gone to Saudi Arabia. Harrison Ashby on loan. Maurice, 100k. He was not good. Callum Jones is on loan at Aberdeen. Gary Sanders getting some game time. Ian Poveda has gone to Hearts on loan with a future fee there. Anyone else? Sam Hughes got a Motherwell for 500k. Released players: Mitchell Roberts, Matthias Roberts, Hayden Bland, a name in the game. I am so sorry, Hayden. We have had to let you go. Just not going to cut it. Unfortunately, I have added you to the shortlist, so we will follow you and see if you do end up at Kettering Town and whatnot. And if you retire, just let me know and we'll give you someone else. Other than that, not really much to write home about. The players in, let's have a look at who they are. The first one, Justin Januzek on a free. He was here last year, you remember, so we've just shored him up on a full-time contract. Played okay. We can't really put too much into that last season because of how poor we were, but I think he's a really solid goalkeeper, defender, and can play left back as well, and hopefully will just give us a bit of stability. He's consistent as well. He's not the greatest ability, so he could be someone that we move on once we start progressing as well, but I think he's definitely good to shore up that defence, and he knows the club. Billy Gilmore was one already arranged for 800 odd K. He's come in. Since we've brought all these other players, his ability has gone down a bit, but he is nicely rented for that deep-lying playmaker or in the midfield there as well. His stats last season, 27 appearances, 2 assists. Not great, but it was tough for anyone to not be great. The problem is with Billy Gilmore is he just hasn't had the game time. I mean, Brighton bought him and he played 17 games in, 5 years? 6 years? 5 years? Oh, what a waste. What a waste. Right, here we start going through all of our players. Someone else on free, Alexandre Penitra. He's actually a real person. 26 years old, came on free. Really solid Portuguese centre-back. This is what I just love about the Premier League. You can get these guys on free, and then he's worth over 20 million. We're paying him a bit of money, but you've got to do that. He's got a lot of player traits, but 3 stars, he's nice and solid. Been playing a lot of seasons in Portugal and playing fairly decently, I think. So I think he's a good addition to our centre-back squad. I'm really excited about this guy here, David Hasek. He is a Czech Republic wonder kid. Come in, cost us 5.5 million. He's already worth an absolute ton. Looks amazing in that midfield. Can play behind the striker and also up front. It just looks really, really good at 19 years old. Cost us 5.5 million. Been playing 2 good seasons in the Fortuna Liga at Jablonec, I believe that how it is, maybe. So really excited to get him. He is one of the favourites to be young player of the season. We splashed the cash then. I think this is our most expensive signing. Alexander Bruchball. He is a Swiss-Portuguese striker. We needed someone to back up Adamida. Spanish John went back. I wasn't going to make that permanent. We saw this guy and I was like, hello, he looks good. Can play on the left. Training him to be a shadow striker as well, because that is a position we are looking to play. Really good, 3.5 stars, great technicals here. He's absolutely huge. Is he absolutely huge? He's not. He's just good at heading. Can all right at a penalty too. Not the quickest, but I think he will do a really good job. He's only 21 as well and was playing for sport. I said playing for Sporting. Played 5 games for Sporting and was terrible. So great signing there. The next one is Jeremy Sarmento. He's a winger coming from Nottingham Forest. Ecuadorian, English and Spanish. 27 caps for his national team as well. Can play on both sides. I like that. Good, solid player. Yes, he's a regular starter. Probably going to be a squad player, but was really, really cheap at 750k. Once again, just not used that much. Has played in the Premier League sporadically, a bit for Brighton there, and for Forest. Didn't play much there, weirdly. But weirdly, Charlton, is he born in England? Place of birth, who's born in Madrid. Cool, excellent. But obviously he counts as being English as well. So physically nice and solid, but I think a good player, especially for that price, is good to come in. This is another one of those top wonder kids. Here we go. Dzelaludin Krisic. Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it in one. We may need a nickname for this guy. Krisic. Anyway, he is thinks he's a centre-back, but with jumping ridge of 6, he's not a centre-back. He is definitely a left-back. He is physically pretty damn good. Good concentration decisions. He's determined. He's got some decent crossing and dribbling and can also play in that DM role as well with the likes of his decisions and all that as well. So he comes in, Bosnia and Herzegovina international, 8.5 from Dynamo Zagreb, where he's played a few games there, but another exciting young player being brought into Oldham. And look at that price tag already. Chef's kiss. He's injury prone and inconsistent, so should go well. Chris Kelly, we were eyeing this guy up for a while. He's come in from Sporting. He's gone back out on there on loan. He's a left back. Physically fairly decent. He's only 21 years of age. Did have 5 stars potential, but that's gone down. 3.4 million and gone back out on loan. So I don't think he's got a work permit. No, he does have a work permit, but just out there, play a little bit more. We don't need him at this point in time. Excited about this guy, Matteo Signorini. Comment, where do you think this guy's from? Or even just have a little game with yourself now. Where do you think this guy's from? I bet you didn't think Scotland. He's not even like Scottish Italian or anything like that. He's Scottish and Irish. And that's all he's got. He was born in Edinburgh. Very bizarre. Anyway, he won the European Championship Best Young Player. When I saw him win that, I was like, hello, Wonder Kid, thank you very much. Snap him up. Can play in the DM, in the centre midfield, and behind the striker there as well. Like, I love the determination, the decisions, the flair, the aggression. He is an absolute awesome player. He's consistent as well as 19, which is amazing. So really excited to get these guys. 93 games for Hearts, 15 goals. Once again, was pretty cheap at 17.5 million when you think about it, and is worth an absolute buttload at the moment. I think actually, yes, he was our most expensive signing. It wasn't that striker. Next, Tim Barrett, 3 million, rising to 4 million from Dortmund. He is a USA 20-year-old player, can play on both wings, up front and behind the striker. I probably think he's a winger more than a striker, that low finishing there, but great first touch. Looks pretty good physically. He's only 20 years old. Bags and bags of potential. Not played much for Dortmund. A fair few games at New York Red Bulls, and then moving around in the Bundesliga. But he has come in. He's away with the under-23s at the moment, but he thinks he's a star player. But I can tell you right now, Barrett, you're probably a squad player. But we'll figure that one out later. Dusan Lazic. Now, this guy was in some bids for some other clubs, so I jumped on him. 20-year-old Serbian striker. Looks fairly decent, not rated as highly anymore, so I think I've been hoodwinked slightly there, but once again, $500,000 for this guy and back out on loan in Serbia was pretty good last season for them, and to be honest, if he never makes it and we sell him for that or even half that, we've made a good bit of business. Henrique Pereira, Henrique. He's a real player too. He's 26. He's on loan from Tottenham. He can play on both wings. He looks really, really good. I'm excited to get this guy in. We are paying some of his wages, obviously. There's no future fee or anything, but I think he's a really good option to have there. Once again, none of these players bought by a Premier League club and then they just don't play them. So it's an absolute waste of talent. So I'm going to bring him in and I'm going to play him. That's my plan anyway. And last but not least, we've signed another left back, Luis Angel Lanz, Mexican left back. He's also really tiny, 170, but physically he's good. I love his determination, his teamwork as well. He's in a squad player, 30 million, cost me 10 million. Yeah, right, it's a bit of money, but in the Premier League, it's not. So really good to get this guy in. He will sort of compete with, I guess we've got 3 left backs at the moment. Has my mouse just died? My mouse has just died. Quick battery swap and we're back in. Very lightweight, but it's good to have him in as an option there as well. Can play wide centre back, but we're going to be playing him out on the left here as a wing back on attack, which is where his best position is as well. So that is all the transfers that we've bought at the moment. Yes, it's a lot of players. We're pretty much out of money. I can't see us bringing anyone else in. I am trying to get rid of Ernest Sally. He's got 9 offers at the moment for a couple of contracts going to Derby or Blackburn. They're going to pay fair. Did I say he could go to Blackburn paying 40% of his wages? Yeah, that's not going to happen. He can go to Derby, and that we're also trying to get rid of Mickelson as we don't need him anymore. Schedule-wise, we killed it in all our friendlies. I mean, we played Bromley, Bristol Rovers. That's not great teams, but the win against Monaco was good, and St Trudian as well. Newcastle today, and then we kick off against Brighton, Forest, Bournemouth, Leeds, and West Ham. So not a bad start to the season. I feel at 4, we should be picking up 4 wins there, and then it gets a little bit tricky with the likes of City, Arsenal, Newcastle, Chelsea coming in there as well. Premier League season preview has us second last. You're kidding me. So Palace and Bournemouth promoted teams are higher than us. We have nobody in here, and our best player in the list is Lucas Bergstrom, our goalkeeper, and David Hasek there as well. We've improved the staff a fair bit as well. We're still getting some extra scouts in, I believe, are we? I keep placing an advert for them, but nothing much happens with that. So we've changed some players around. We've got like a new head of youth development. This guy looks pretty decent, so excited to see him there. Now, the tactic. This is the tactic we're playing. It doesn't have a name yet. Oh my God, I can't believe I haven't thought of a name for the tactic. What kind of a monster am I? I don't know. I'll think of one. It'll be the next episode. It's kind of a combination of the Oldham to home and the can this save us tactic here at the moment. We've got a goalkeeper here, 2 wing backs on attack. They're going to bomb down there. 1 ball playing defender, the deep lying playmaker here. A bit asymmetrical, I guess, if you want, as that's what that says there as well. We've got Sig Matteo. He's going to play as Mazzara attack, which is his favoured position. No, it's not. I thought it was. He actually wants to be support. Mazzara on support. Sarmiento inside forward. He's going to be cutting in, meeting with Adamita here. Chukwuemeka is going to push forward here. FA Cup winner, and then a winger on this side, so we can overlap with the right back as well. I think that's pretty much it. I want to show you this guy, Musa. You probably don't recognise him, but we signed him last year. He didn't get a work permit for 1 million, so we went out to PAOK in Greece, played 19 games there, was okay. Is now a wonder kid. Nigerian right back wonder kid. Welcome to the club. And he looks pretty fantastic as well, I might say. So he is straight in the premature baldness at 20 and has already got a cap for Nigeria as well. So good to see him. He's a squad player. Will compete with Bruss. And that is the team at the moment. A couple of last little things I want to point out. Martin Williamson, our 17-year-old, he is looking fairly decent at the moment. We're going to try and keep him in and around the first squad to give him some sort of game time. And I also want to show you, who else do I want to show you? Felipe Augusto is looking fairly decent, the young Brazilian. He's going to go out Sheffield Wednesday, though, on loan. He is an absolute monster. This has dropped down a little bit, so he might not get there, but we want to give him that game time. And the other one I want to show you is either name in the game candidate. Where is he? Niz Molaska. Still around the club. He's only 21, this kid. Only 21. Been with us since the very first youth intake. Played a few games in those Papa John's ones there. Spent some time out in the National League last season, played really, really well for South Shields. I think the average rating doesn't do him justice, but he is 1.5 stars at the moment. He was actually rated a bit higher, so I'm really hoping he can go out on loan, get another season under his belt, and maybe he can turn into something fairly decent, but we don't know. Right, that is so much talking. I'm just 17 minutes of pure talk. Let's go play the Community Shield. So obviously the team have gone with, yes, I could put players like Periara in there, Hazik, but I wanted to play some of our, regulars, Bridgie and Chukwuemeka there as well. Got Billy Gilmore on the bench. He's not fully fit, but is he a better option than Baptiste? Let's actually go for Baptiste there, I think. Jamie Roche misses out. Gilberto Jimenez as well. He's another one out on loan. I like him. He's a big centre-back. He'll compete there as well. And that's it. So, unfortunately for those players to miss out, but these are the players here. Let's go and submit the team. Oh my God, so much talking. I have to get a drink. Here is the Newcastle team. Really won the Premier League, obviously. Dennis Seaman is great in goal. Todibo, love Soppy. Bruno Guimaraes is captain. Endrick. They just signed Endrick as well, which is ridiculous. And they got Justin Bridgelow on the bench as well. And there's my Chinese wonder kid who I wanted. It's actually on loan, so I don't know. I'm tempted to make an offer for him. To point the finger, the fans have been fantastic. Let's go out and do this for them. Can we win another trophy and see how well this tactic actually goes? See, here is Newcastle. They look really, really good. Valverde as well. Oh my God, that team is disgustingly good. And here we are. Magnus Norman on bench. He is now happy to be our cup goalkeeper as well, which is really, really good. I'm happy for him that he's going to stay at the club. Oh, I forgot to say Benny Couto is our left back as well. I just want to keep him at the club. I just want to keep him and Magnus Norman at the club out of pure and utter selfishness. Yeah. All right, here we have our second highlight of the game. Actually, I forgot about the first one. I was blabbing, but not much happened. I think I've still got this on key highlights, don't I? Yes, extended, because I'm some sort of monster. As we get a corner here, as Adam Eder has his first shot. Benny Couto swings that in, and Kani Chukwuemeka loses the ball, and the highlight ends there. We probably won't have any more highlights because obviously I changed the highlights. And we've got a throw in here. Newcastle not offering anything at all. Heze goes across to he's our old centre-back. Oh, and we've lost the ball here in a really, really crap position. And Bergstrom making a really tight save. It is a corner now for Newcastle. Their first sort of attacking chance coming before that corner. We get it out. Soppy. Bridgie can't get it. Abada. Oh, Adamita heads that away. Chukwuemeka can't get to it, and the highlight does end. But Newcastle has their first shot on target all game. Took them a good half an hour. Janitsek, Benny Kuto, Matteo. We start working the ball out now here. And Benny Kuto, that's those left back and right back overlapping the ball. Adamita has scored. Is that... It's not offside? No, it's in. Get in. Adamita. And there it is. The man, the myth, the absolute Oldham legend. That is Benny flippin' Kuto. Look at him go. Down the left here. Great ball. I thought it didn't have enough to get there, but Adamita showing his class and putting it in the back of the net. And, who says the Community Shield isn't a trophy that you want to win? Because I just want to win them all. As we let in Dan Juma straight away. So good work, boys. Score and let them score straight away. But it's good to see the tactic is sort of working. I guess would be better if we didn't concede there. But I mean, XG wise, both teams is very, very low. 2 shots on target. It's very, very cagey affair here as Heze steals that ball and Bridgie. Yeah, Bridgie, I don't know how long you're going to be in this team, mate, but poor Bridgie, he's on 8K a week. He comes to me every couple of months or so, or almost every month. He goes, hey, new contract? And I'm like, Adamita scores again. I don't know what that jerkiness just really irritates me, and I do apologise for it, but Adamita has scored again with Benny flippin' Kuto. Look at this. Matteo out to Benny Kuto overlapping here on the left. Gets in another delightful cross, and Adamita just unmarked wash back of the net. Love it. Love it. I can't remember what I was saying beforehand. Bridgie, yeah, he keeps coming to me every month and goes, hey, boss, new contract? And I'm like, what? Oh, Hendrick, that's disgusting. He's offside. Yes. Yeah, he goes, I was thinking about getting a new contract. So he comes to me and I'm saying, what's up? And he goes, I'm thinking about a new contract. But actually, now that I've spoken to you, I don't need it. So we did that a few times when he came at the beginning of the season. And he says to me, he goes, I say, hey, mate, what's up? You seem a bit troubled. He goes, I think I need a new contract. And I said to him, all right. Prove to me that you need a new contract. He goes, what should I do? I said, as a winger, you need to cross the ball more. He goes, okay, I'll work on it. And then he just left. I feel so bad for him. He's on 8K. Meanwhile, I'm paying everyone else like £40,000 a week. Poor Bridgie. He's a good player, good guy to have in the squad. So definitely love having him around. Nice play there. Great stuff. Adamita, is he on for a hat trick? Adamita, I thought he'd stuffed it there. The pass from, was it Saramento? No, Saramento, that's a great ball to Matteo. Matteo threw there to Adamita. And I thought Adamita stuffs it up here, but he goes around Todibo and then just in the back of the net. And it is Oldham 3, Newcastle 1. And do the fingers right. I think that fits in the camera. Yeah. All right, we're going to make a couple of substitutions here. Bridgie can probably come off. He's playing all right. Jeremy Mintu isn't playing great either. So we'll bring on Pereira, and we'll bring on Bushball on that left-hand side because he probably needs some game time. Chukwuemeka, we'll bring on David Hasek on for him. I believe he can make more substitutions in the Community Shield. 6. There it is. 6 substitutions. How many stoppages do we get? 9. Okay, so we can use 6. Great. Anybody else? I don't know for the moment. Musa, Benny Kuto. 2 stars. Literally the worst player in this team by star rating, and he's playing the best. There's a 6.9. I'm tempted to bring on Krisic and play in that DM role. Or Heze. And what does he like doing here? He likes being a ball-winning midfielder. Okay, go as a ball-winning midfielder on defend. Does he have any extra? No, I think he's good. All right, give the team talk. Point the finger. Plenty of time left. Good. We've got 2 more subs to make, and we will make them at some point I'm probably looking at like Musa and Janitsek as well, maybe to come off. Although Adamida has got his hat trick, so maybe Adamida should come off. We'll see. We might bring Luka Klanek on. I don't know. We'll see what we do. As Newcastle go to 6 at the back to obviously try and get 3 goals to win the game, because that makes no sense. But this tactic looks really, really good. I like the way it's playing. I like the asymmetrical now. I was never really a fan of it before, but I love the shadow striker. The Mazzala in there as well, I think works quite well. And the wing backs just bombing down there look really, really good. But I think the fact that we have, I know it's the Community Shield, it's kind of like a glorified friendly and whatnot, but the fact that we, who just avoided relegation, who, you know, was in a relegation scrap last year, won the FA Cup as an absolute fluke, are now beating the Premier League champions 3-1. And I think, Simon with a great save. Adamida should have made it 4. But we'll take that. We'll take it either way. Couto whipping it in. Benny Couto, 2 assists for the man. The Portuguese legend. Why hasn't he got a call up for the national team just yet? All right, 83 minutes. We are going to make some more substitutions. We've got 2 left. It is going to be Luka Klanek coming off Adamida. We will push Luka Klanek out there and give Breshbull a shot out there. And then one more substitution. Benny Couto is tired. He might... who else? Matteo's tired, as is Musa. We might bring on... we're going to take Benny Couto off to an extending ovation. And we will bring on Baptiste for him. And we will move our little... and we'll go deep line playmaker. Was he on defend? I can't remember. He was on defend, yep. So that's the only change there. So a bit of a standing ovation there for Benny Couto, who is probably, I mean, apart from Adamida's hat trick, Benny Couto with the 2 assists is the man of the match. Really, be hard not to give it to him. He's made those 2 goals for Adamida with just great runs down the left here as Newcastle trying to get back into this game. Soppy now, but headed away. Baptiste. Hasek, is it Hasek? Hasek, Thierry now, Januzek, Matteo. Some of these names are tough. Baptiste, that's a poor ball. That's a stinging shot. Bergstrom with a good save, and it goes out for a corner. Got some long names here. Might have to start nicknaming a few people. Endrick whips that in, and Bergstrom, who we almost let go in the January transfer window. I think if we had, we would have got relegated. Too much faith in Magnus Norman. He did a good job. He is a good servant. He is going to stay here forever. He doesn't really have a choice in that matter. As football manager doesn't like the fact that we're beating Newcastle here and decides to have some sort of spaz out. But Newcastle just can't seem to get through here as Endrick scores his 2nd goal of the game to make the game a little bit more interesting in the last few minutes here. But hopefully we can get it. We've done enough here to hold off Newcastle. It looks like we have. And Oldham are going to lift our 2nd trophy in as many competitive games. 2-2. That's how we just roll here. We win the FA Cup and then the Community Shield. And we have 2 trophies in 2 competitive games. So there's that stat. It's just a little bit fudged there as well. But Community Shield ticked off as well if I was ticking trophies off, which I'm not really, but anyway, drink it in, boys, drink it in. They drank it in so much they stopped. And the confetti comes down. There's me polo. Still wear a polo. Not gonna upgrade that outfit as we do here. Our lap of honour. We get a cartwheel from 14. I never know who it is. Can never tell. There's the shield. There's me. Polo shirt. Love it. Who is number 14? It is Justin Janusik. And there it is. Adamida man of the match with hat trick. I mean, Benny Couto wasn't far off. 2 assists and 8.6. And we just absolutely dominated Newcastle there. Endrick was good. I thought he had 2. No, one got cancelled, didn't it? It was then Juma got the other one there. But absolutely fantastic. Well done, guys. Well done. There's the confirmation. We win the Community Shield. Get in. Some medals for the Community Shield. Magnus Norman, racking them up. Leader to glory. Adam Eder was amazing. Good stuff, Adam. Keep that up, mate. Great. Kuto, 2 assists is a record. Look at that. Nice. Yep. Other stuff happening here in the background. Right, let's have a look at the schedule. I know it's been a long episode. Thank you for sticking with me. And we're probably going to get a... I hate it how it does this because that's not my fixture list. It is supposed to be the workspace custom fixture list. We'll probably get a few under our belts. Might come back for the Leeds game. That'll be exciting. That will be exciting. Nice, easy sort of start for us, but I think we'll come back for Leeds, West Ham, or maybe West Ham City. Maybe West Ham City, because the window will shut in the middle of that. And I really love having a lot of game time off camera in the middle of the 2 games. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that episode. If you watched all this way and you're not yet subscribed, if you could, try to get to 400, smash the like button there and let me know, where do you think we're going to finish? I think we are going to finish top 7. It's my hot take. See you guys next time. Bye.